can the New York Knicks, a franchise perpetually on the hunt for that elusive championship piece, truly afford to gamble on a player whose brilliance is undeniable but whose recent injury history casts a long, ominous shadow? Or is this precisely the calculated risk they must take to finally break through in a brutally competitive Eastern Conference? For months, the NBA rumor mill has churned. But now, a new report has emerged, sending ripples of both excitement and trepidation through the heart of Knicks Nation. We're talking about a former Sixth Man of the Year, a proven veteran with a championship pedigree, who could either be the final gleaming cog in Tom Thibodeau's machine or a high-stakes bet that could backfire spectacularly. This is your Hoops Hysteria Hub, and today, we're diving headfirst into the swirling vortex of the NBA offseason, where every open roster spot, every whispered name, holds the potential to reshape a team's destiny. The New York Knicks, after a season that saw them push deep into the playoffs, are not content to rest on their laurels. They have an open roster spot, a clear and pressing need for guard help, and a burning desire to ascend to the league's elite. And according to SNY NBA reporter Ian Begley, a familiar face, a former Boston Celtics guard, is firmly on their radar: Malcolm Brogdon. But this isn't just about adding a name. It's about weighing immense potential against a concerning recent past, a decision that could define the Knicks' trajectory for the upcoming 2025-26 season. Let's cast our minds back to the 2022-23 campaign, a season that saw Malcolm Brogdon elevate his game to an entirely new level. As a key reserve for the Boston Celtics, Brogdon wasn't just good. He was exceptional, a beacon of consistency and two-way prowess off the bench. He averaged 14.9 points, 3.7 assists, and 4.2 rebounds in 67 games, showcasing his ability to score efficiently, facilitate for others, and defend multiple positions with tenacity. His efforts were rightly rewarded with the NBA's Sixth Man of the Year award, a testament to his impact and versatility. He was the quintessential veteran presence, a calming force who could seamlessly step into any role, whether as a primary ball handler or an off-ball shooter. His leadership, his high basketball IQ, and his ability to hit clutch shots made him an invaluable asset for a Celtics team with championship aspirations. He was everything a contender could want in a complementary guard, a player who made everyone around him better and provided crucial depth. That version of Malcolm Brogdon, the one who dominated off the bench for Boston, is precisely what makes him such a tantalizing prospect for the Knicks. Imagine him slotting into Tom Thibodeau's system, bringing his defensive grit, his composed playmaking, and his efficient scoring to a team that thrives on those very attributes. He could provide invaluable relief for Jalen Brunson, allowing the star guard to manage his minutes more effectively or even play off-ball more frequently. Brogdon's ability to initiate offense, run pick and rolls, and hit timely threes would add a much-needed layer of sophistication and depth to the Knicks' backcourt rotation. His veteran presence in the locker room, having played for multiple playoff teams, would also be a significant boost for a Knicks squad looking to take the next step. On paper, the fit is almost too perfect, a dream scenario where a proven winner fills a critical void. However, the story of Malcolm Brogdon over the past 2 seasons is not one of unblemished triumph. It's a narrative fraught with frustration, a stark reminder of how quickly the fortunes of an NBA player can turn due to the cruel hand of injury. Following his stellar six-man campaign, Brogdon was traded to the Portland Trail Blazers in October 2023 as part of the blockbuster deal that brought Jrue Holiday to Boston. While in Portland and later with the Washington Wizards, his time on the court was severely limited. Over the past 2 seasons, Brogdon has appeared in only 63 games, a significant drop-off from his previous consistency. The culprits? A torn ligament in his thumb and a nagging sprained ankle, injuries that have kept him sidelined for extended periods and undoubtedly impacted his rhythm and effectiveness when he was able to play. This is where the excitement for a potential Brogdon acquisition collides with a harsh dose of reality. The question isn't just can Malcolm Brogdon play, it's can Malcolm Brogdon stay on the court? For a team like the Knicks, with legitimate championship aspirations and a fiercely demanding coach in Thibodeau, durability is paramount. Every minute counts. Every player needs to be ready to contribute consistently. The prospect of acquiring a player of Brogdon's caliber is thrilling, but the fear of him spending significant time on the injury report is a very real, very sobering concern. The Knicks have seen firsthand how injuries can derail a promising season, and they will undoubtedly be scrutinizing Brogdon's medical history with extreme prejudice. Is the risk of another injury-plagued season worth the potential reward of his undisputed talent? That is the million-dollar question facing Leon Rose and the Knicks front office. Begley's report also sheds light on other names on the Knicks' radar for that lone roster spot, notably free agent guards Ben Simmons and Landry Shamet. This reveals a broader strategy. The Knicks are clearly prioritizing guard depth and versatility. Let's consider these alternatives. Ben Simmons, a former All-Star and Defensive Player of the Year candidate, represents an even higher risk, higher reward proposition. His talent, particularly his elite passing and defensive prowess, is undeniable. A healthy, motivated Simmons could transform the Knicks' defense and playmaking. However, his well-documented struggles with shooting, coupled with an even more extensive and concerning injury history, make him an incredibly volatile option. The Knicks have reportedly had dialogue with Simmons, but have never made a formal offer, suggesting a level of caution that is entirely understandable given his recent past. The potential for him to regain his all-star form is tantalizing, but the financial commitment and the uncertainty surrounding his health and offensive game are massive hurdles. Then there's Landry Shamet, a different profile entirely. Shamet is primarily a three-point specialist, a floor spacer who can knock down shots from beyond the arc. He offers less in terms of playmaking and defensive versatility compared to Brogdon or Simmons, but his shooting would be a valuable asset for a Knicks team that sometimes struggles with consistent perimeter scoring. He represents a safer, more predictable option, a role player who knows his job and executes it. However, he doesn't bring the same level of impact, veteran leadership, or two-way ability that a healthy Brogdon could. The inclusion of Shamet on the radar suggests the Knicks are also considering a more straightforward, lower-risk shooting specialist if the bigger gambles don't pan out, or if they decide the injury concerns are too great. What do these various targets tell us about the Knicks' mindset? It speaks to a front office that is meticulously exploring all avenues to improve. They are looking for a player who can complement Jalen Brunson, provide secondary playmaking, contribute defensively, and offer reliable scoring. Brogdon, at his best, checks all those boxes. Simmons, at his best, offers a unique blend of defense and playmaking that could unlock new dimensions for the team. Shamet offers a specific, valuable skill in shooting. The fact that Brogdon is still available and on their radar, despite his recent injury woes, indicates that the Knicks believe the upside is significant enough to warrant serious consideration. They are not chasing a pipe dream. They are evaluating a proven commodity with a clear understanding of the inherent risks. For the Knicks, this isn't just about filling a roster spot, it's about making a statement. They've built a formidable core around Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, and they've cultivated a culture of toughness and resilience under Tom Thibodeau. The addition of a player like Malcolm Brogdon, if he can return to his sixth man of the year form, could be the catalyst that propels them into true championship contention. He brings a level of experience and composure that is invaluable in the pressure cooker of the NBA playoffs. His ability to handle the ball, make smart decisions, and guard opposing backcourt players would alleviate significant pressure on Brunson and elevate the team's overall defensive efficiency. This is a move that could solidify their rotation, provide much-needed insurance against injuries to other key players, and give them another reliable scorer in crunch time. However, the ghost of injuries past will loom large over any potential deal. The Knicks cannot afford to invest a valuable roster spot and potentially significant cap space in a player who might spend more time in street clothes than on the court. The due diligence will be exhaustive, the medical evaluations rigorous. It's a delicate balance between seizing an opportunity to acquire a high-impact player and protecting the team from a costly gamble. The Knicks' decision will reveal much about their confidence in Brogdon's ability to stay healthy and their willingness to take a calculated risk in pursuit of their ultimate goal. In conclusion, The potential acquisition of Malcolm Brogdon by the New York Knicks is a story of tantalizing promise intertwined with significant peril. His past brilliance as a sixth man of the year offers a clear vision of the impact he could have on a contending team, providing a much-needed blend of scoring, playmaking, and defense. Yet his recent struggles with injuries serve as a stark reminder of the fragility of even the most talented careers. The Knicks are at a critical juncture with an open roster spot and a clear need for guard help, and their decision on Brogdon or Simmons or Shamet will be a pivotal moment in their quest for a championship. It's a high-stakes poker game, and the Knicks are holding a hand with immense potential, but also a few wild cards. So, Knicks Nation, what's your take on this high-stakes gamble? Is Malcolm Brogdon, despite his recent injury history, the missing piece that could finally push the New York Knicks over the top? Or are the risks simply too great for a team with championship aspirations? Let us know your thoughts, your excitement, and your strategic insights in the comments below. Let's ignite this conversation and break down every angle of this potential blockbuster. And if you're as hyped about the Knicks championship aspirations as we are, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for all the breaking news and in-depth analysis that keeps you ahead of the game. Let's keep this championship dream alive.